Iowa are casting their votes today in the nation's very first caucus. At the end of this month, Floridians will get their turn to vote in this state's GOP primary. Our Jeff Butera is here now with a look at the candidates, their similarities, and their differences. Jeff?
Well, Brennan, it's probably important to start with what makes them the same. They all disapprove of how President Obama has handled the economy and jobs. They don't support the bailouts, except for Jon Huntsman, who backed the auto industry bailout. They also all don't support the president's health care plan, although Mitt Romney created a similar one in Massachusetts. But while there are similarities, there are things that make them different, too. Remember the old board game Guess Who? Where you try to guess your opponent's character based off their defining characteristics. Well, if you played a version of the game with the GOP candidates, perhaps positions on social issues might be a defining characteristic. And it would set Minnesota Congresswoman Michelle Bachmann, former Pennsylvania Congressman Rick Santorum, and Texas Governor Rick Perry apart. All take strong pro-life stances on abortion, support a federal ban on gay marriage, and take positions based a great deal on their religious faith. Or maybe this is the defining characteristic, positions furthest away from what you might consider the conservative mainstream. That might be former Utah Governor Jon Huntsman or Texas Congressman Ron Paul. Huntsman's the moderate Republican, virtually alone in his support for same-sex civil unions and a reduction in the defense budget. Paul's the libertarian, advocating getting the military out of our positions overseas and shrinking the federal government by cutting 5 cabinet-level departments. That leaves former Speaker of the House Newt Gingrich and former Massachusetts Governor Mitt Romney. Where do they fit on the board? What are their defining characteristics? Gingrich led the conservative revolution in 1994, so he boasts conservative principles, but also has a checkered past. Well, Romney, the so-called favorite, is more moderate than Gingrich and running on his business background as CEO of Bain Capital. Also, how they vote in Iowa is fascinating. When Democrats caucus, your body is your vote. You move to a corner of the room to support a candidate. Republicans tonight will debate first, then write their votes down, fold them up, and count them up. Wendy?